Welcome to the channel, everybody. This is Hardware Despair. My name is Ryan, and today we are playing Dwarf Fortress. And as you can see, it looks like a mess here, doesn't it? Well, we're working on our new set of fortifications here. The initial set, which I put up on the 4-story, failed miserably. We're not going to relive that, but this was the solution here. As you can see, we are slowly working on it here. In fact, I'm going to unpause it so the dwarves can work. Oh, we got some vomit up here in the corner. Somebody was sick. As you can see, we've also, if we look up here at our happiness meter, it's starting to look like we might have just as many unhappy dwarves as we do happy ones. So that's something to watch out for. I have a feeling it's because we've had so many deaths in the recent history. If we go down to our tomb or catacombs, I guess you'll call them now, you'll see, yeah, a lot of these are full. But we're working on more, so don't you worry. I've got plans on many more sarcophagus to go in the future. So, in fact, maybe we can do that now. Let's see if they've got them. And yes, by the way, these green ones, they are green glass. So, yeah, the dwarf's body will be visible. Oh, these are going to be some nice ones here. Oh, I forgot to put on the selection. Hold on. Hold your horses there, Mr. Dwarf. Sometimes at this point, when I get up to like over 100 dwarves, it helps to pause, because sometimes the menu's not as responsive when things are running. Let's go to start burial, and I'm going to place keep building, use closest material. All right, there we go. So we're going to fill these up. Not many. I only had like 3 or 4. There we go. So that's it. But yeah, as mentioned, we're going to need a lot more of these. Ooh, let's check the doors too. BPR. Real quick, I do want to actually select my own material because, okay, we don't have any. I do have some orders set for platinum furniture somewhere in one of these tier things I did for a while. And so we got to be careful. Some of the platinum furniture I kind of want to save for certain rooms and things. Here, you can see actually here's some platinum weapon racks right here. That might be all we have left. I don't know. It shouldn't be. Ah, here's a platinum bookcase right here. This is a finely crafted platinum bookcase. It is encrusted with finely crafted table-cut milk quartzes. That's a mouthful right there, but that thing must be glorious. Where is it? It's this one right here. That's got to be beautiful. I like how it's already got the books on it and stuff. Well, very good, dwarves. Alright, so what else is going on in this here fortress? Feels like it's been forever since I visited this place. Let me check my work orders out here. We've got, oh, okay, we got some beds going in. Yes, that's right. Actually, that reminds me, I did set up a bunch of mining orders. Okay, we got doors. Oh, and some bins ordered. Very good. More coffins, as mentioned. And, oh, yes, the rock slab. So, if you look over here, that's another interesting thing, is we've actually got a ghost, and we'll probably have a few more. We had an incident in the caverns. I had to lock it down so we don't have access to the caverns, which means there's a few dwarven bodies down there, which we can't retrieve right now. So I'm going to make these slabs, and then I have to look it up again, the instructions exactly, because it's been a long time. But we'll need to engrave it. I believe we actually engraved the slab at the craft dwarf shop. Let me look for that order. Okay, so I was just reading some conflicting information was my issue. I thought it said craft dwarf shop, but it's actually in the stoneworkers workshop. Once they make the slab here, we can then ask them to engrave the memorial slab to, I guess, okay, any of the dead dwarves? Is that what it is? This isn't a list of the dead ones, though, is it? This is for all the dwarfs. Well, maybe, yeah, I've still got this one open, so I should be able to search. See, there's 2 ghosts here. Vutok. Let's see here. V-U-T. Ah, Vutok. There we go. And let me do that again. I'm just doing these individual tasks. Obviously, this isn't a work order thing. So, Ubul. U-B-B-U. Ubul. Where are you? Oh, crap. What's his last name? Ubul Zurlast. All right, it's this guy. Excellent. Now, I don't even know how many rock slabs we have made. I can check the work order, though. None. Nobody's made any of them. So I've got a few things going on. These stone workers, man, they're slow, but they get the job done eventually. It does take them a little while. Looks like the last of the engraving is being done here in our newly beautified inn/tavern. So that's good. I'm going to have to smooth out these rooms over here because these are all connected too as well. But I'm going to let these guys finish their task. They love smoothing and engraving though. I've mentioned it before, but man, they really get on those tasks. And even though we also commented on the fact, if we look really closely, the statues like block it from actually happening. So that's a bit annoying, but if you zoom out, really, you don't notice it, so it's not that bad. I'm just going to ignore it. I'm not going to move the statues or anything for that. There's other stuff, too, that does it, like these pedestals, and it's a bit more noticeable with the pedestal because that's such a small piece, but I'll just have to keep that in mind in the future, future builds. I'll worry about that. But for now, I am focused on this right here, extending our barracks. I think we've got an overabundance of bedrooms right now, but it's good. I like that. I like having more than necessary. That means hopefully the migrant waves we get will be very large and chunky, and we can displace some of these unhappy dwarves. Oh man, 24. I didn't even like try and look through and see what's wrong with these people. I have a feeling I know what's wrong with them, but let's just look at our beautiful library. How about that? Oh yes. Here they are, the scholarly dwarves. They're rare, they're few and far between, but they do exist, and here is where they are found. Let's look at this place, actually. I want to see what kind of stuff is in it. Ba-ba-ba. There we go. See, when it's running, it's hard to click on stuff. All right, let's look at details. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Total number of, to each scribe 2, chests and common area. All right, we've got our scholars. Bookcases, 30, very nice. Tables and chairs, 15. All right, written objects. I want to add total number of each to scribe. Yeah, let's just bump that up. I mean, why not? Oh, so we need more writing material. Now, I thought that I had bought some sheets of paper, but I'm not sure. Maybe it got blown away in the wind. You know how these dwarves are. They're so careless. So I noticed that our porcelain jugs from the kiln, the newly built kiln, they have been finished. I'm going to actually add some more, but that got me thinking. I bet you that there's some honey is being produced. So I came up here to the screw press, this little barrel here, and yes, sure enough, as you can see, they've actually done fewer than 20, but still, we are pressing honey from the honeycombs. So that's an awesome sign. I mean, I hope we're going to see some mead too, because I've got orders for mead. Let's see. Yes, you can see they've actually started making mead pretty well. Let's check this one. See this one? Yeah. So we've got mead somewhere hereabouts, folks. Now, I don't really know. Let me know down in the comments. Is mead like, do they get an extra bonus for that or anything? Does that like make them especially happy? I know that they get euphoric just from drinking pretty much anything, as long as it's not water. But let me see. I want to go through. I actually want to find it and see if we can't see how much mead we have. Well, now it turns out if you just type in the words up here in the little bar, it pops up your whole list. So we've got 16 of them. This is an interesting icon. I really don't know what that is. It's very hard for me to see it. I have to get right up to the screen there. But this is the mead, because if we look at it, it does confirm it's in a mead barrel. So it's in this stockpile right here. Boom. We've got a little bit, not a lot, but that's good. I just like the idea of having drunken dwarves on mead. And I have now set up a second squad. I was sitting around playing, just getting a little paranoid, thinking about what could spawn on us. So I've gone ahead and set up the Helms of Grasping. Here they are. They're going to be set up in this barracks, training over here because it's cleared out of stone, and I just feel that's better. Plus, this one is missing a wall at the moment. Look at all the arrows and bolts we have laying around. I want to assign more bins. That's why I've got some queued up for building right now. It's exactly for these stockpiles. I think I'll probably also, let's see here. Can I just repaint this into the next room? I think I can. Let's accept it. Yes. All right. So that's exactly what I do. I'll go ahead and expand that there. Yeah, we've got a lot of bolts. That's okay. And actually, we don't have an archery squad yet. So that'll be the next thing I set up for sure. Absolutely. Now, these are the kind of petitions that I like for eradicating monsters. Oh, heck yeah. All right. So, you know what? I just saw a pop-up for those slabs. They are, well, 2 of them are finished. Let's go double check that. Oh, yeah, they've made actually 6 of the rock slabs. Very good. Now, I also don't see the orders for the memorialized So maybe that means they're done. I hope they didn't cancel the orders because I didn't notice that. But I think, oh, here's a couple. See the slabs right there? Oh, is this one's yeah, okay, I can see it. It says memorial, and if you look really close, you can see it's written on. Looks like a regular old tombstone. All right, well, let's go down to the catacombs, and we will place those. So there might be a way for me to tell which ones are engraved and which ones are not, but I couldn't, like, just right off the bat. So I figured there's only a few of them made. I'll just lay all of them, and whichever ones are not engraved, I'll just uninstall those for now. But let's see, we're getting a lot of petitions here. Entertaining. I will approve a couple more entertaining people because our dwarves are pretty unhappy. So maybe that'll help us. I don't know. So let's see here. I'm going to close that window, get that out of the way. Now, this is our dungeon master's bedroom, office, and dining area, by the way, in case anybody's missed that. That's what we got going on right over there. I don't have any idea what the dungeon master does. I assume he's something to do with like punishing, prisoners and stuff, but we haven't had a single prisoner yet, so where he is, there he is, dungeon master. And it doesn't give a description of these things. I could go to the wiki, of course, but I don't like tabbing out too much. Let's see here. Yeah, so most of these positions are filled except for the champion. We don't have a champion, and we probably need one. Okay, now this is a good alert right here. It says, such and such ghostly Marksdorf has been put to rest. The first engraving, memorialized in slab, has been laid down. So that's awesome. We get a little alert for it. Very good. So far, I've been keeping this one up here too. I just want to make sure if any more pop up, we can get them memorialized as well. Oh man, now here is a bad notification. A giant rat has stolen an alpaca cheese roast. That sounds delicious. How did he get down there? Where did he get that from down here in the caverns? We don't visit this place much, but this is where we've blocked everything off. Well, actually, the actual blockage is upstairs on a drawbridge. But here's our original fishing area. Still active, we just don't have any dwarves there, and that's mainly because of all these snake creatures, man. I made a dumb move. What is this? Oh, wait, what? A masterwork of... What? Oh, we're getting stuff stolen left and right. It's probably stuff that the dwarves dropped, unfortunately, the dead dwarves, because this is also where the bodies would be. As I was just saying here before we got it rudely interrupted by more notifications, those snake creatures, wherever the heck they are, you saw them. There they are. They're in force too, man. Oh, my God. They came down on us like a storm. So we're not really ready for that, or at least I wasn't prepared for it. I shouldn't have attacked them. I should have left them neutral. That was a big mistake, but hey, live and learn, right? And the second dwarf has been laid to rest, so I'm going to click off the ghost notification. Hopefully we'll get any more. Yep, there he is. He's been laid to rest. Beautiful. Our wooden chests are complete. Now I also came back up here, just kind of checking on their progress, and of course the dwarves are doing great. They're building very quickly, despite all the harsh criticism I lay on them from time to time. Now, one thing I was trying to do is put some hatch covers up here at the very top. No particular reason. I just like that. I think it makes it seem more secure. Maybe potentially they'll have some use in later down the road here. Let's see. Oh, who's fighting what? Oh, what? Forgotten Beast. Oh, there's serpent women fighting him. Let's go see this. Oh my gosh. Did he die? He did. Oh boy. So if you missed it, we've had this section of the caverns blocked off for a long time, and in fact, a forgotten beast, here's his corpse, Lurdy, spawned in but was trapped. And occasionally he would get other spawns, like those lizard serpent people would spawn in, and they finally got to him. He is now dead, so that's nice. That's nice. I was hoping he might just starve to death, but I was told that doesn't happen. So we did have a permanent little Lurdy on display. I should have probably come down here and, like, I don't know, tried to make a zoo or something, but that probably would have been just suicide. We can check out our actual zoo, though, which we can visit freely. Where is it? It's hard to find it because I don't have it set to a hotkey. Here we go. So we've got several cages set up, mostly troglodytes right now. Yeah, there's 5 troglodytes on display, but we've also got 2 goblins down here in iron cages for the rest of their natural lives. Let's see, and we can see these are the ones who attacked us. So these guys came from a siege, but a goblin bowman, I presume. Yeah, he's still got all his armor and stuff on. A goblin thief. Oh, I don't know. This one might have got captured. He might have been one of those like baby snatchers, I think. Not sure, but that's pretty cool. I'm glad we got that sucker. Well, I paused things for a little bit and I went through and laid down a whole bunch of beds, chests, and cabinets, as many as I could, in the areas that the miners have done. They are still not quite finished, so I just got a little head start on them, but that's okay. Like I said earlier, we don't need this many bedrooms. Each one of these little cells here has 10 bedrooms in it, so we could count these out. There's 40, 80, 120 right there. So we've got more than enough bedrooms. I need to kind of stop, I think. It's getting a little compulsive, but I mean, I think it does add to our overall wealth, the colony's wealth and stuff, having all these furniture items laid out, or just even in our possessions, I should say. So, hopefully, my intention is to attract larger and larger migrant waves here. I'd like to get a really nice sized colony, something, I don't know, in the 400 range. That would be impressive, right? We'll see how that goes. Okay, now this is interesting. These farms have finally been completed up here on the surface. So when I click on them, you can see we've got much larger selection of stuff we can grow above ground versus what we can grow below ground. So this is pretty sweet here. What do we want to do? I wonder. Ooh, I just saw some strawberries. Oh no, we have no seeds for any of these. But let me see. Yes, we do have seeds for a bunch of stuff. Let's see, alfalfa, blade. What sounds good? Cranberry vines sounds pretty interesting. Let's give those a happen. And let's also go with, some grapevines. Yes, nice. I'm doing mainly fruit. Whoops. Because I think the dwarves, they appreciate some good wine. Who doesn't? Let's see. All right, what else can they make? Prickle berries. That sounds good. This is a small patch right here of ground. And let's do something that's not a berry this time for the last one. Well, let's just do some. Now, purple amaranth. That's kind of like a lettuce, but a little bit more exotic. All right, and this was just for this season, too. So I need to go through and set all the seasons with different herbs and seeds and stuff. And I probably will make it different, too, so we don't run out of the seeds. I noticed while I was looking around my other farms here, that it says down here, poor soil, cavern soil is best. I don't know if we have cavern soil, but I'm going to set this to fertilize every season. So I think, especially for these underground ones, yeah, I should have probably done this earlier on, because I don't remember exactly what material it is fertilizes. I want to say it's lye. That might not be right, though. I'll have to look into it and see what fertilizes this stuff. Maybe it's the potash. But there's several different substances, and I have orders for a lot of those generally, just because I like to cover all the bases, But let's see here. Where would it be? Maybe at the ash maker's shop? We've got so many different shops now, it's hard to keep track. Yeah, here's the ashery. So we've got lye available, also potash. You can see they haven't made any of this stuff, so I'm not sure if we just lack the workers for it or the materials. I'll have to look into that. I somehow feel like I doubt we lack the workers, but who knows. Okay, well, I figured out my problem. It was pretty basic. Didn't make any orders for ash. So we need to do ash, and then they'll make potash, and that we can actually fertilize with that. So that's what we'll be going for next. I'm going to keep a close eye on this furnace right here, because I only set one. But I tell you, these charcoal burners, man, they are efficient. We have so much charcoal. In fact, let's take a look at our stocks and the bars that we have. Okay, so we got a few iron, not many. We got a lot of silver, which is great. All right, there's the end of the silver. Now we're getting into copper. You can see we've got a heck of a lot of copper bars. And, ooh, we got some nice platinum bars, too. A whole bunch of them. It looks like my hematite mining isn't paying off yet, but here you can see the more than the bottom half of this entire list is charcoal. So, because literally everything below this is charcoal. I think I might actually go ahead and just shut these down. like I'm real hesitant to shut down the charcoal work orders because I feel like, oh, the next time I turn around, we're going to run out. But we won't. We really won't. And it's actually kind of hindering some of like the door production and stuff because all the wood ends up going down to the furnaces like first. Like that's the priority, which is good. And I'm glad. It's just I think I've got enough at this point. Well, the inn has been fully smoothed and engraved, walls and floors, so it's probably very beautiful in there. I don't know if there's a way to check the beauty rating of a room. Oh, that's the wrong button. Let's do this. Let's see here. Chests, goblets. Yeah, let me know in the comments. Is there a way I can see the beauty of this room? But anyway, it doesn't matter. We can probably look at some of the guests and their like moods and see what they think of it. But again, he was interested after watching a performance, fondness after talking with acquaintance, excited remembering performing. Yeah, there's a lot of performance stuff here, so definitely the performers are turning out well. That's good though, because we need it. I've been trying to keep, a steady eye up here too and see if like some of these numbers are dropping. Doesn't seem like they are. Occasionally the numbers will switch a little bit, but man, these dwarves are hard to persuade, man. Well, I'm just doing a quick animal check. Everybody's fine. We haven't got any notifications for like animal starvation or anything. They all seem to be doing good. In fact, we've got so many. I'm thinking about I might go in here, just double check, make sure everything's set. We haven't got any migrants recently, but I like to check it periodically. Yeah, I don't see any missing arrows here, so we're good. You can see the guys in cages. But I think I'm going to actually do a little butchering too. We don't need it, but it's good to get the bones and stuff in circulation. Our dwarfs can make some bolts with that and different stuff. That's another thing that kind of contributes to happiness. Like if you've got a bone carver, for instance, who never gets to make anything out of bone, he's constantly hauling stuff all day or whatever. Maybe he's in the military, and he never gets to craft. He will get upset about that too. So that affects their mood. So providing different jobs like that, even if it's not really doing much for us, just extra bolts or even like bone crafts that we could trade away would be good. So in order to get bones, you've got to slaughter some animals. Now I'm not going to slaughter, I hope I'm not going to slaughter anything that like would eliminate a breeding pair, but I'm going to, the goats I've noticed just from looking at that room, we have a lot of. So I think I might butcher a goat or two. Yeah, we'll be safe with a couple of these. All right, that's 4 animals that I selected there, so we should be good. Yeah, you can see we got a lot of white in this room. A couple of them down here too. So the butchering station is up top. Of course, we'll see those. We'll get notifications for it. Yep, you can see it's already up here. The first one, slaughter stray ram. Very nice. Now, I would love to get them to actually get some soap work going. So I might have to look up the craft chain for that and figure out exactly what I'm missing for soap. Well, it turns out that really the holdup with the soap is the ash as well. So like, oh man, that was my blockage on both things. So fertilizer and soap needs ash. And I never set an order for that, which was my bad. I didn't think about it, forgot about that. So ash is critical, pretty critical. I mean, it's not as important as charcoal, but it's going to be very important to certain functions of the fortress. Ah, yes, there, the first ram's been slaughtered. Doors are done. Oh, wait, our count has mandated the construction of certain items. Let's check that out. Maces. This guy loves maces. That's hilarious. That's like all his mandates revolve around maces. So what I'm going to do, since I know we have a whole bunch of silver. This one doesn't look like it has many work orders. I'm going to set up some silver maces. Nope. Now, the problem is, I'd like to make a whole bunch of these, but a lot of the times he'll say we can't trade them away, so I'm just going to make 3. And that's still more than he's asking for, but it's, hopefully they'll get over here. One day we can trade them, hopefully, we'll see. In fact, let's go check our armory, where we've got, oh, not that level. I think it's this one, yeah. So I've got weapons and stuff in here, in these bins right here, and oh, there's no bends in this one, but I tell you, we do have an incredible amount of weapons. In fact, let's go to our stocks again real quick. And I want to find the weapons tab, probably at the bottom. Yep, weapons, 130. Okay, it's not as many as I thought, but Look at all these axes. We got tons of steel axes, iron warhammers, a few copper warhammers. Those were probably brought from somewhere. We didn't make any copper weapons. We got a bunch of steel, though. Ah, yes, the iron spears. Silver spears? Where'd we get those from? I might have made those. I don't know. Also, a bunch of copper spears. Yeah, see this? I've got stuff I didn't even know I had. Bronze? No, and I did not order the making of bronze bismuth spears. Where did those come from? Oh, here's all our maces. So you can see I definitely ordered the silver maces. We got a bunch of steel maces, iron crossbows. All right. So you can see we've got, we've even got a whole bunch of bows, man. Dang. This is insane. Are stocks off or something? They shouldn't be. I think we've got these set to the highest precision count. Yeah, that's incredible. It's even more than I expected. Wow. We're doing pretty good. And all those weapons fit in these 4 little bins right here. I don't know. Maybe some of them are in these bins, but they shouldn't be. They should all be upstairs in the armory there. Who knows? We'll see. These dwarves, they're a little bit disorganized sometimes. Okay, well, check this out. I noticed we had a bunch of statues, so I was going to just place them throughout the fortress, hoping that'll improve some of their mood as they see the nice stuff. So I decided to place one of them on the surface, and I noticed we have a silver statue of Risen Wavedring. I have no idea who that is, but somebody made a really nice statue. I want to take a look at that, too, after it gets placed. So I don't know. Should we place this one on the surface? We'll do that. That way we'll remember. This statue up here is a pretty special one. But yeah, I was going to go through and just kind of place these, in different high traffic areas, like in these little, yeah, these passageways are very high traffic. Dang that stupid switch. I need to move that. Yeah, I should move that to the actual switch room. Since I realized I can label these here, thanks to a commenter, there's no reason to keep this here. So this one actually controls this well right here, this drawbridge that closes off the well, just in case we get a forgotten beast that can fly and comes up through the well. I was advised that's a thing, so we have to worry about it, but that switch really does belong here. So I think what I'll do in order to clear that up, because then we can lay a floor piece down and I can make that statue more symmetrical with the other side of the hallway. We'll go ahead and go into machines. We'll lay the lever down first. Before I deconstruct the other lever, I want to get this one ready to go so we can just switch it over. It's not like I'm really worried about an attack, but it's just good to do it this way, I think. Okay, well, we began the episode with a look at, what the heck is that steel spear doing over there? We began the episode with a look here at the fortifications, and they were kind of sloppy. They hadn't finished them, but looks like they're getting super close. We're almost done. There's only literally 3 pieces left, and then this is finished. So the next step is to test it out, to see what happens when we get in a siege. Can we fire from the second story like this? Or do I still need to go down another story right here? I really hope not. We'll see, though. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoy the content, hit like and subscribe. Check out the description down below for the Discord and Patreon links, and I will see you on the next episode. Hey everybody, thanks for watching, and now check out this fan art by a couple of my Discord members, Finn and Vita. It's pretty good, and I love the cuttlefish.